A fucking thumbs up, it would mean a lot.
Body break, gentlemen.
Bonjour, mes amis. What the fuck's going on, ladies and germs? It's your boy, Chris Thrash. I have no idea where that bottle cap went. Anyway, this week we have a very special episode featuring your boys Chris Thrash and Glazed. We are being joined with none other than my favorite tabernac. Phillipe's a friend of mine, along with his colleague Evan, who have their podcast and were gracious enough to host your two favorite hosers on there. We get into talking about our favorite releases for the year, what's going on with ThrashedTV, what you can be expecting in the future, and of course, a few extra goodies I think you guys are going to enjoy. So, without further ado, go grab your favorite anana, your favorite brewski, and enjoy the episode. Cheers, fellas.
How's it going, everybody? It's Whispers from the Void. We're back again. We missed a week. COVID, birthdays, all that fun fucking shit. But this time we come back with guests. Phil, take it away.
So, David is for the Intimates. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And we have special guest. It's guests from Canada. They love trash, they love hockey, they love beer, they love everything. It's ThrashedTV, Chris, Thrash, and Brian Glazer. How are you doing, boys?
Staying warm, keeping frosty a little bit high. How about you, buddy?
Oh, it's always good.
Oh, yeah,
So, Glazer, how are you, man?
that's how we do it. We just you gotta stay up and stay warm, especially this time of year, and up in the good old Southern Ontario, which is pretty much on par with the rest of the world. It's not really.
You should do a shirt about that. Stay up, stay warm.
Yeah, that does work.
So,
Alright. So last time, when me and Phil did an episode, we started talking immediately, neglected the beers. So let's just get the beers out of the way, like we always do. I'll go. Well, no. Our guests are here. The guests shall go first. Brian,
Yeah.
Chris, take the floor. What do you got?
I'm double fisting Molson Canadian because it's hockey night and White Claw Mango Seltzer just because I want to keep it light and not too hefty for the night.
that's perfect.
I'm just rocking the classic Waterboy H2O in the Magic Swell bottle. This is gonna be more of an ad for Swell. These things are nuts, man. Like you put it in water, and then like 3 hours later, it's somehow colder. I don't even know what's going on with that, but that shit is straight magic.
It's called magic. That's it. It's just magic. It's not science. Science doesn't exist.
No.
No.
Science didn't get us on the moon. Plutonium got us on the moon.
So what do you got, Evan?
About that. So for my birthday, my wife got me this saison, and I was like, oh, sick beer. And then I looked at it. It is from Ghostfish Brewing Company, which I believe is out of Seattle, and it's a ghost pepper saison. So I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna go, but we're gonna find out if beer really is spicy.
Gonna turn into an episode of Hot Ones.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Condolences to your cornhole.
I mean, we should do something like that one day. A Hot Ones episode.
I'm down.
Just get fucking copyrighted.
Yeah.
Let's
Spicy
do,
ones. Call it spicy ones. Who gives a shit?
no, the spicy too.
Yeah, spicy shit. There you go.
We had one of
Spicy
those.
shit with the void.
We had one of
Spicy
those
void.
at Henderson when we did the release, and Jamie Morris put the what was it, the hot sauce?
Yeah.
Oh, the one from
It's for Buds, and then he
Heartbeat?
chugged it. Yeah, the Heartbeat hot sauce for Brutal North America, and then he chugged it, and then that's made one of the videos.
Ooh.
Oh, fucking gross.
That's awesome.
Hey, You got some gas over there, Chris? What's up? And oh, hello. Welcome to the podcast.
Oh my! I can tell you right now, it smells spicy. So, R.I.P. my asshole, I guess.
No, that's coming out the front hole, bud.
My dick?
Yeah.
Oh, no, dude.
You realize you got a dick or what?
All your next is Pascal Siakam, because that's going to be a spicy pee.
Spicy Pete.
Yeah.
So,
All right, Phil.
I have because I saw that, I was like, oh, it resembles to one that you did with Vox&Hops, the style of it. It's called Robot Vampire 2, La Revanche des Cannibales, which means the Cannibal's Revenge. It's very horror, but it's a Grozitsky. Grozitzvike. Right, Grozitsky, but there's Vike yeast in it, which is Norwegian yeast. So yeah. And the description is simple. It's 2 words. It's robot vampire a few times. And that's it. They did another one which was called the Robot Vampire, which was very good. It was I think it was a light hells maybe. I don't remember. But I saw that, low alcohol. I saw the style, was I think Chris will like it. Even though he cannot drink it because he's
I'm a big fan of Polish beer. I'd be about it.
Always Polish. And it's from Les Grands Bois. So if you go in Quebec, if you go in my hood, in Portneuf, Les Grands Bois, you have to go to that place. It's fucking good. So yeah, let's begin, boys.
I want to know. Brian was just talking about the Henderson Brewing Company, because for those that don't know, Thrashed was actually part of the Brutal North America with Vox&Hops. As you know, we are album review members. Chris has been on a few times. Always a delight. Which is how we actually first met him, was on one of the Thirsty Thursdays, which, if you don't know by now, are awesome, and how we meet most people we interact with now. When you got approached to do this beer, how, what were, the first thoughts, when you're thinking about, what type of beer you're gonna do, because you're an extreme guy. You like crazy things. Did you just start, way up here? It was just, everyone just had to gradually, knock you down a couple notches because they were like, nah, we can't put, pig's blood in the beer.
Oh, funnily enough, so Jamie approached me with 2 ideas. The first was the Grodzicki, the Polish amber, and then the other one was an Italian Pilsner. And, I'm Greek and Italian. I've dusted several Pilsners in my lifetime. So for me, it was, I wanted to do something a little bit different. So when he said, yeah, we want to do this smoked, hopped amber lager, I was like, all right, yeah, sounds fucking good. And yeah. And yeah, I just wanted to go fucking give her. Yeah, I'm glad that we did something that was a bit more challenging to the palate than just a basic ass Pilsner. And I think it turned out great.
Yeah, honestly,
I've yet to have it because it's just hard to get things here in little old America. And I know Phil has sent me one before, but that was a Cryptopsy beer. Yeah. But that one for sure was another one that I was like, ooh.
I wasn't able to get it because Toronto is a little bit far from me. It's 9 hours from me. So
what? Dude, I drove to fucking Montreal in 4 hours.
I'm not in Montreal. Dude, I'm not in Montreal.
Whatever. Quebec is Montreal and nothing else. Whatever. 5 hours.
No, it is not, Chris. Look at your geography.
It goes it's Toronto and then Ottawa and then Cornwall and then just a whole bunch of Montreal. Then all of a sudden you're in New Brunswick. That's it.
The word Chris POV. The word is Toronto, Montreal, Boston. That's it.
Oh, ew, filthy Massachusetts, absolutely not.
Oh, dude. Come on.
No,
Come on, man.
Toronto, Montreal, Greece, and
There you go.
Italy.
Yeah,
And that's it.
Yeah. And then Vancouver somewhere around
Nothing
there. They have the
else.
good mushrooms.
Boston. and
Yeah, good
Montreal are
mushroom on
weird,
pizza.
though. Boston and Montreal have a weird relationship because they hate each other in terms of all sports, especially hockey. But then all the young Boston kids have to go up to Montreal in order to drink for like that 2-year period between 19 and 21.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just and you just imagine like a Southie accent and like Phillipe trying to communicate and alcohol's involved. It's
Well,
impossible.
you just basically described the podcast.
yeah.
Exactly.
Minus the heavy Southie accent. But,
You got the cockies?
no. But yeah, I just can't pronounce for shit because I'm dumb. So it kind of may sound like I have an accent, but in reality, I'm just uneducated.
And I can't pronounce for shit because, well, I don't talk English that much.
Yeah.
No, I can pronounce, but it's complicated sometimes. Even in French, I cannot pronounce. So, you know basically my level of language.
You guys went to the what feels like the last show that's happened in Montreal right now. You went to the Vox&Hops brutal show.
Brutal
Talk-
Montreal.
Talk about it a little bit because I've only been able to see like the YouTube clips and watch the performances and from YouTube, of course. But I know you guys and Phil had a fucking amazing time. And he was telling me that you went to the pit, Chris, with your GoPro.
Yes.
You lend me your stick, like for your GoPro. You lend to me.
Yes,
You
that was
go
a
in the
QR.
pit.
Yeah. So I let Phil hold on to my QR stick. I was like, hold on, I need to mosh for one song because Matt McGackie said circle fucking pit, and that was, it's not only like the frontman of Cryptopsy, that's my buddy. Like we've worked together, man, and like my shoulder's still fucked from dislocating in the summer. So like I went in for all of one song. And I broke my toe as soon as I walked in there. Some dude fell like heel first onto my big toe. And like it was like that drive home sucked. But it was just it felt like normalcy for a hot minute. Like save for the security walking around being like, "Yo, pull your mask up." But it was fucking sweet. It was just me that went. Unfortunately, Glaze wasn't able to make it. But we want to do another trip to Montreal. It's not going to be the last time we're going to be over in Tabernac Land.
In Tabernac Land. I love the name. You should do like a video, like just a vlog, you and Glazer go in Tabernac Land.
I mean, that would be pretty sweet. Once there's like less regulations over there and less curfew, we can get up to no good.
Dude, if you come, I come. Like, just
you
set
come?
a date when it's possible, I come. In all senses, in all the way possible.
All the way.
Bring a change of pants.
Exactly. I got like 2 just to
Whole-
be sure.
Full undergarments. The whole thing. It's got to change. So we just ended the new year. We had our fucking album review, our whole fucking year review, all that shit. What were some of your guys' favorite fucking music that came out last year?
New Exodus was fucking sweet. Angela Sapatrito was sweet. Who else? Killing from Denmark. They had an album titled Face the Madness that I loved a lot. We still yet to do the top albums of the year just because I'm still waiting on a few more releases to come through in the mail. But 2021 was a surprisingly good year for music, and granted, I'll be honest, I was so behind with all the releases, and I just spent the last 3 days of 2021 just catching up on all the new music, and I loved it. EP of the year I can share with you right now is the new Agonist EP. I fucking love that. And to see it when the worlds end, and like seeing those new tunes live fucking slapped. I loved it.
Yeah, the Agonist was epic live, and the album was very good. Like, I wasn't a big fan of the Agonist, but when I saw them, like, I was, okay, that's epic. I love it. So much better. But yeah.
Brian, what about you?
In terms of all the metal I heard this year, it was all just spent in the hours of editing. So, you know, the Evil, Hell Unleashed, that unboxing, that was a big one because I went through so many different songs. And like I've said a couple other interviews in the past, like I wasn't too caught up on the new stuff. Like I had my classic, you know, middle school, you know, my last big phase, you know, was probably Slipknot's Duality was up there as one of the tops of the songs. So it was more like in high school. And then just to get reintroduced to it, I remember, it's not this year, but I remember when Chris took me to London and we covered the Exodus Obituary and Power Trip show. And like just being in there and then hearing Power Trip, it was like one of the first times I'd heard like early Metallica. It was like one of those like, oh shit, like that's the shit I remember, like, and it kind of got me back into it. And I remember after that trip, I think it was Nightmare Logic, and I just went and downloaded that whole album when we got back, and it's probably one of the only newer ones I had before I started editing for Thrashed. And then, you know, I got the Evil, the new Wartooth stuff was dope. I was finding crazy
Chinese bands.
Yeah, like Chinese underground stuff. Like whenever we're
Tumor Boy
different videos and stuff like that for the Viper Spectra, they're from China, and found a band called Tumor Boy from like late 80s that had some like crazy nice thrash albums. So just discovering it all, but like from that side of being a content creator, and then also listening to the songs, like how can I use this? Oh, that's a dope breakdown for a video, that kind of stuff. So like I'm coming at it from a different angle a little bit, but definitely I'd probably say out of all of them, the Evil, Hell Unleashed, Riptide, the Riptide Boys, they had a dope one. I think that was 2020, but it's still pretty dope.
That was one of the first videos we did actually too, was the Riptide single that they dropped this year.
Inhuman Race, because I stare at it all the time, because I'm on the channel.
The life of an editor.
Yeah.
Seriously, the life
I feel you. I am the editor myself.
Talk about Thrashed, and I feel like it's awesome. You know, from seeing it where it started to where it is now, and just the progression and growth. Talk a little bit about how that growth has happened, and just like where you really see it going. Because I mean, dude, you gotta have a festival eventually, right?
Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Thrash was born out of necessity because I was with my old channel with stupid PodTHRASHED films. I wasn't able to fully do what I wanted to do. I wasn't able to do, like, I've been dying to do flip-up hats for fucking years now. And it was only until I started, like, just selling my own t-shirts and creating an own brand for myself, because I wanted a backup plan. I knew I wasn't going to stay with J-Haw Films forever. I wanted to do my own thing and go solo. And in terms of why it blew up, you can ask him. He's right here in the chat. It's because of Glaze, and it's because we work hard and we play hard. We smoke weed, we drink beer, and we both have an itch for 4 a.m. stoned and high content, like Adult Swim shit. So the two of us working together goes together like peanut butter and jam. And for where this channel is going, I would love to branch out. So we're still working on the brand. There's still lots of merchandise items we want to do in the future. I would love Thrash to turn into not only Thrash TV, as you know, Thrash TV, but Thrashed Media. I'd like to do photo shoots. And like, I don't care if like fucking someone wants to hire us for weddings. I'll gladly shoot a wedding with Glaze as long as there's an open bar. And I don't, like, the sky's the limit. I want to work with Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment. I am working on music right now, and yes, absolutely,
I'd love to do a thrash fest. That'd be fucking sweet.
I
Just
could
have a bunch of
see
bands
it.
that I love. Yeah.
Yeah, I could just see it, just like such an organic thing to just kind of like morph into. And it just has like a great name to it too.
Yeah. Thrash fest, like that sounds fucking sweet.
Yeah, it's like a gimme.
Honestly, you have to, like, it's written in the sky, like, ThrashedTV, you have to do a Thrash Fest. Like, you have. It's impossible to not do it. It's impossible to not do it.
Yeah. Did you guys find it easier to sort of build this brand and start building it during the pandemic? Just because everything was like closed off and still is. The idea of like the push for like social media and everything being online and making more things accessible and people going to online stuff to try to fill the voids that they have, you know.
Yeah, yes and no. For me personally, I found, and from my own experience growing a brand, like interacting with people goes a long way. That's why I was really appreciative of the Brutal show in Montreal. But yes, because Glaze works from home and we have that ability to pump out as much content as we can. It would be nice if we could go to more shows and interact with more people. Glaze was great at the Henderson beer launch because we were able to, you know, hey, this is the man's making the memes and shit. So it's always nice to have that interact because you can't replicate that online. You can't replicate a picture with someone, a beer with someone, but certainly, and Glaze, I don't know if you want to add to the availability of yourself over the pandemic.
Oh yeah, just the like, it's great. You still got the part-time job and whatnot since we're still working towards that channel monetization and waiting for that backing and whatnot for you know, so we can start doing this full time and, you know, more get a bit comfortable. But it's great to just, you know, work from home. And then, you know, as soon as you finish the day job, and then you can pop right on. And then, you know, even today, it's been a couple times where I've been taking a break from work. And then it's like, hey, I'm going to take 5 here. And then that's when we're having a quick video premiere. And I jump on the chat. And then, and then we're sharing it and we're updating it. And so it definitely helps a lot compared to, you know, if you had to do that in an office or at work and you're sneaking away and you're trying to, you know, share and do posts and whatnot, like in the past might have been. But it's definitely helped out a lot. My terrible sleep schedule also helps out. If I'm 1 a.m, I should go to bed, and then I get an idea for, you know, a video or an edit, and I can just pop it open, and next thing I know, it's 5 a.m, and, you know, I got work in 4 hours. So it's all working out, and then hopefully you can just transition to really indulging that terrible behavior, and I can just focus on the videos and sleep in, and then, you know, drop them a little bit later.
Yeah, the grind is real. The grind is real. I know just from like when me and Phil started. I mean, we're pretty fucking laid back about everything. Maybe too laid back when it comes to stuff.
Maybe too much.
Maybe too much. But
Maybe too much, but like at first, this was just like, it was just passion. We love to talk. We love beer. We love metal. We love just talking shit about everything. And it was just like a way just to do it. And funny enough, like, when we did that, like, we never knew each other. Like, we just knew each other because of Zoom, because of Vox&Hops. We never knew each other, like, because, oh, we are friends because I went in the States. I went in the States just last year. Just last year I went and I met him for the first time. So just to say, like, our friendship was made because of Vox&Hops, because of Zoom. Just because of that. And when we started that, we were like, okay, let's do it like just slowly. Let's do it 1 a week, just recording on the Thursday. Do it like I do the editing. It's posting on Monday, and then we do it again and again and again, and that's it. And it was just like, just doing that for fun, and that's it. And we got a lot of good guests. Like, if you were going to tell me that we were going to have a brewer, going to have a few vloggers, and you on the channel 1 year ago, I would say like, no, it's impossible. But we have it.
It is possible.
Everything's possible.
Anything is possible. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the pandemic it has it's fucking shitty. But it can still, you know, some good things can happen out of it. You try to make the most of it. You know, I know that we still have a lot of shows going on right now. A lot of shows I'm not going to, just because everything's so fucking nuts. COVID, all that fucking shit. So, but
I would love to go to shows,
the whole
our prime minister just like, nope, go fuck yourself. And I'm just like, okay.
You just got
like,
the whole episode shadow banned.
yeah. Way to go, Phil.
Oops.
I honestly thought it was going to be our episode with one of our earlier episodes. Funny enough, was with our friend Felix, and he's in China. And I honestly thought that that episode about Chinese metal bands was going to get fucking shadow banned or something. The Chinese government, I feel like, is just like, no, metal doesn't exist.
Yeah, but
only China.
Honestly, the shadow ban is like, you have to do something very terrible just to get shadow banned. Like, just for that, like, even our prime minister doesn't know who I am. I'm just a number.
The Zuck sees all.
No, they don't see me. You don't see me.
Like that gif or that picture of Shaq hiding behind a small.
Oh yeah.
This one, yeah. You don't see me. No, you do like kids. You just like that. Do you see? Now you see me. You don't see me. Now you see me. You don't see me. Just hit behind your finger.
Have you guys ever ran into like community guideline shit yet? I'm sure you have. I have the obvious question that I like to ask everybody now. And it's going to be 2 questions. So the first one is a hot dog a sandwich?
I would say a hot dog is a sandwich. Yeah.
It's between bread.
Yeah, it's between bread. It's between 2
It's
buns.
more of a taco.
Taco. So this leads me to my follow-up. Is it a sub? Because technically, if you the construction of a sub and a hot dog are very similar. So could you
They're
say
completely different. They're completely different. See, one is cut this way, and then the other is cut this way down the middle. So the up down is really the distinction. You got top bottom for sandwich. Side is a whole different thing.
Now what about like a meatball sub?
It just because you hold
Still a
it
sub that has a
sideways-
meatball in it. That's really
You know,
like.
Yes, but then
it.
what about the hot dog?
Just because you twist it so it's like diagonal, that's all sauce. That's sauce retention. It
Yeah.
has nothing to do with the structure of.
Yeah, but the thing is, like with sub, you take it like you said, it's cut on the side, and you take it like this. With a hot dog, you eat it like this. I eat it like this. I don't eat like this or like this. Just like it, and I eat the hot dog. And that's
I just think that I think a hot dog is just sort of like you call it a hot dog. It's a hot dog. It's its own thing, you know?
You asked the question.
Yeah, I know. And
Don't set us up and then try and come in with.
No, we are not trying to convince. We are trying to discuss.
I want to see how you guys think on a molecular level. You know,
molecular level. You're scientific now.
Yeah, I think a hot dog's like its own thing.
They're delicious. That's all that matters.
They are delicious. Yes.
You know, fuck that question. The question should be, is hot dog delicious? Of course they are.
It's a test. That's how you get on or off the shadow ban list.
Exactly.
Yeah. What does the Zuck think about it? That's what we have to know. What I do know is that this beer is actually spicy, and it slightly hurts.
Chug it.
Oh no.
Chug.
I don't know. I don't know if I can.
Sniff.
really?
You know what? I
really
will do
hurt
it
me.
for you. I will chug mine because
Well,
this
yeah, I mean,
one.
because that's a freaking.
Yeah, but you know, I don't like smoked beer. I don't like smoked beer, and I don't know why. This one is light in color, but it's smoky in mouth. And I don't like smoke, but this one is like tolerable. But I'm like, you know what? Let's chug.
Phil, can you just do an ad for that beer and just be like, light in color, smoky in mouth? That's it, and like just to the camera.
This is light in color. It is a little bit smoky in mouth.
A little bit. A little
Better,
bit
but we'll roll
smoky.
with it. I'm an editor. We'll go.
Just cut it, and just make it sound good, and it will flow. We'll put the music behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do an aborted track.
Yeah, but like, I would love to do it, but I don't have it anymore because I chug it.
You could back up into the glass. Take two.
But you know what? I will do like, I can do the advertisement for this one.
What's that
Can
one?
I? This is like a sour. I think it's blackcurrant sour. It's called surnaturel, supernatural in English, because the word it looks but doesn't sound the same. But yeah, it's
French is so
3.8%. Huh?
French is so dramatic. Just say the word.
Yeah. Thank you. Jesus Christ.
It's
La
like
surnaturelle.
you don't have to like. It's like you're fencing.
You know what? La
It's
surnaturelle.
It's like they have that fucking Disney one from back in the day.
yeah. It's like it has to move with.
That's sweet. But yeah, it's sour because I love that.
Sour and spicy, just like the two, like terrible things that you'd want in a drink.
You don't want like sour
Yeah, I don't
spicy.
know. See, I had a beer with jalapenos in it one time, and it actually wasn't that bad. And it still had a little bit of a kick, but like this is just painful. Like regular ghost peppers. Like if you fucking try to enjoy a ghost pepper, you're a psychopath, because you just can't, dude.
Yeah, you can. I've enjoyed a ghost pepper before.
Well, you're also a confirmed psychopath, so
I sit in snow too for fun, so you know.
You have to once you eat the pepper.
I was laughing at the video of you going out to wipe off the car with the hockey stick.
No, bear boxers though. It was only bad when I went on my backhand, because then all the snow blew with the wind and then it got behind my boot. Other than that, it was okay.
Yeah. Definitely have seen somebody do that around here once before.
Of course. It's always like this. With snow, there's always someone that goes like, just go swipe his car like naked. Every once in a while, there's someone that do that. Everyone. Every time, you know. Every time. I don't even know how to talk now.
It's just, people are just like fucking nuts. There's this Bruins super fan I know of that he fucking skates around on rollerblades on the Zakim Bridge, like right by the Garden, like before every game.
Shit.
Yeah, it's just a lunatic. He's got this giant ass flag. He's just, and he constantly just sits at like a level 100 volume. Like even when you just normally talk to him, he's constantly yelling. He just have like no, like he's just amped up. Like it's got to be crack or something. Like he's just
I don't know
all the time.
I don't know if I want to be friend with that guy. Like, just imagine he's always talking like, "Hey, how you doing? Do you know Boston is playing tonight?"
Oh, it's like most people around here. It's like the volume is just way up high constantly.
Wicked had volume.
Wicked volume.
Where are my car keys? Where are my car keys?
Car keys.
Car keys.
Khakis.
Where are my
Yeah,
car
guys,
keys?
The car keys.
Where are my car keys?
The car keys.
Ben Affleck.
Honestly,
I don't know about Ben Affleck though. I don't know.
Affleck.
I mean, listen, I like dunking on Rodriguez there. That's cool. But I mean, Affleck, you know, he's all right.
Him and Matt Damon.
Damon's a beautiful man.
And Demon.
Demon.
I love Damon. They always are around too because they're always shooting fucking movies here. Like Wahlberg's always trying to like get a hit movie to be shot here constantly. You know who else shows up a lot too is Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson?
I don't know why. It's like video, like yeah, literally like Liam Neeson's like Taken 3 was like shot in Worcester.
What?
Yeah, like part of it. It's
comfortable in America is just
Shit.
fucking Boston.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
You-
It's
you-
like Worcester's like knockoff Boston. It's like not even. It's not real.
you know,
Very small.
we got like a few films that were shot in Montreal, but I think one of the movie that when I knew where it was like shot, I was like, okay, I don't believe it. It was The Arrival by Denis Villeneuve, and because like he's from Quebec and all, but he's now in the American movie like Hollywood and all, but he did The Arrival. Like, it's happening in Montana, but everything was shot in Montreal and in a little city in the east of Quebec called Saint-Fabien. So, like all the scene with the spaceship and all, like the aliens and all the shit, it's in Saint-Fabien. It's like in the middle of nowhere. They realized that like just in a little place like no one knows about. Like you could have done it like in America or something, but no, you do it in good old Quebec.
It's
All the east, baby. Quebec power for the win.
Well, it's like there's so many that get shot in and around Toronto, and then you're watching it and you just see them and they're trying to hide that it's Toronto. And then there's some movies that don't even try, like Exit Wounds was just added to Netflix, and that's the DMX Steven Seagal classic 90s like just ridiculous movie. They don't even try. Like at one point they're down on the waterfront and the character's just driving into a parking lot, and you look and you can see the base of the CN Tower in the background. they're in New York, but like then they're driving down and you can see Tim Hortons in the background of a chase scene, and like the classic the same pizza on Yonge Street that was in like Half Baked, and all the ones where he feeds the horse and it dies at the beginning when Harlan Williams does it. So like there's so many that get filmed in Toronto, and then especially just being from Toronto, you're watching The Boys and you're like the base of Voight Tower or whatever, like, oh, that's fucking Roy Thompson Hall or Sony Center or whatever it's called now, and they just CGI'd a huge building on top of the Opera House.
Damn.
You see, they're making a animated Boys now.
You got it. You can only spend so much on gore budget at that point before you end up going bankrupt.
Yeah, very interesting seeing the that little snippet trailer or whatever the fuck it is. The baby and the fucking laser eyes. Just fucking heads explode. This scientist dude just gotta act like it's normal.
It's a good way around child actors and having to deal with those labor laws too. If you got everything based on kids.
Well, exactly. I mean, the Japanese culture has been getting away with it for years. So I feel like
I've been getting away with a lot. Mostly my porn money. No, I didn't say. We'll edit that part out, but don't worry. Keep going.
don't worry. Phil's the editor. Phil's the editor.
Yeah.
He'll make sure that stays in.
Yeah, I will make sure it's out.
That's a good one.
I'm trying to think about other question. Like I have a question. Like you answered it briefly, Chris, but I have to know more about it because like you were with Jay Off and all, and I'm curious to know a little bit more. Is there more to know?
Jayhoff is a big schmutz McGuigan. He was a lazy fuck that didn't let me do what I wanted to and would go on power trip all the time. So I'm not going back there anytime now or the future. I'm more than happy with my man's Glaze, who I've bartended and played hockey with and punched people in the face with. So, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
exciting.
No. Because
like
when you announced it, for me it was a surprise. It was a surprise for me because like I saw what you did with him and I was like, oh shit, that's cool. Like I think everyone knows you because of your old channel and what you did with Jay Off. And I was like, damn, he's quitting, but what is he going to do? And you announced ThrashedTV and I was like, oh, okay, that's what he's going to do. And I was like, yeah, but like you never explained in video why you did it. And now that I understand it, like, okay, it's clear now. It's more clear now. Thank you for the explanation.
I love it. The balls. It's just so you. Just come out and say it. I love it. You know, everybody else would just be so diplomatic. They'd just try to keep things.
I don't give a fuck about diplomacy. I shoot straight from the hip, just like fucking Malcolm Young said and the rest of the boys in ACDC.
Shoot the ambulance. Shoot the ambulance now. It's hot.
I think it's always a fine line too between like something sad, something like that when it breaks up. Like I've been watching this Every Time I Die thing unfold. My God, it is a freaking it's something. I read all of the bass player's like explanation on his Twitter, which ended up being like fucking half a lifetime that I'm never gonna get back. Just a long-winded explanation explaining their side of the story, and then Keith has got his side of the story, and it's like, why don't you just come out and say that you hate each other? It's so much easier.
No,
it's so
because
much easier, dude.
No, because like we have to be diplomatic and just explain it in a way that everyone will understand. We understand that you are pissed off. Say it.
Just yeah.
I mean, come on, like do it. Just say it that you don't like the other dudes, and that's it. Say it. It's simple. Just I don't want to waste my time a little bit more and waste my life a little bit more. Just say it, and everything will be fine. We'll not shoot you. Everything will be fine.
Well, I mean, nobody has to get shot.
No. Shot with what? What did I say? Shot? I don't know what you're talking about.
I think Phil wants to take shots.
Yeah, always. Always shot, man.
Oh, I don't. This spicy beer thing is kicking my ass right now. I don't know. I do this to myself constantly. I don't know why.
Yeah, you're a little bit sadomasochistic. You just love when it hurts.
It's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate.
So,
all right.
You know,
Phil.
I did something because I think it's the time that I have to show it. Like every time we have a guest, I do something for them, a little gift because like. hell, we are not the best podcast ever, and like people are coming up. So I'm like, I have to give a gift, even though like it's not everyone that is using it, but it's fun to do. So I have this thing for you, a little Trash and Glazer logo.
I love that. That's fucking sweet.
That's awesome. Now we need to do like a buddy comedy sitcom or something like that.
Oh yeah.
now
That
that you
is-
say
that's
it,
true.
I thought about it. That was good. I love it. So yeah, that's my logo for you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I love your hairstyle, Chris.
Thank you.
Oh,
It's a new
damn.
braid I've incorporated.
I love it. So I think now it is the shout out time. You can shout out bands, albums. It can be a song, it can be film, movie, whatever.
It can be
So-
yourselves.
It can be yourselves. And
Yo,
yeah.
shout out to Glazed Media. Straight shit though. Shout out to Glazed Media, Thrash Metal, and everyone that's still watching these fucking videos, man. I appreciate the fuck out of you guys.
Perfect.
And
Glaze.
you know, Tupac, I know you're coming back soon. Shout out. Can't wait till you're back. Just can't wait for your album. You're a little delayed, but you know, Tupac's still alive. See it, like 2024.
I need Tupac to be president at this point. We got to start off on the right
I want
foot.
to have the eyes on me. All eyes on me, man.
Oh,
Everything change the way we eat, change the way we live.
Everything is changing.
And then you can fade out with the piano intro for the end of the episode.
But then,
Yes.
but then, it was all a dream. it's not Tupac. I know. I know it's
Biggie.
not Tupac.
No, you're so close.
I know. Because like I thought it was like fitting so well, but I know it's not Tupac. It's the Biggie. But yeah. So what do you have for shout out, Evan?
Mine's gonna be. It's what should I go with? I have so many fucking albums I've been listening to. I'll go with Fit for an Autopsy. Oh, what the future holds. So far it's delivered, and I'm excited about this band and where they're gonna go and see, you know, what else they got cooking, because they always have it's always so heavy. It feels genty a little bit this time around, but you know, it still fucking hits hard. It still hits home. Love it.
Honestly, I think it felt a little bit Gojira, a little bit like the last album, but I think more them. Like they got this Gojira style, but they got this style of theirs that is like, okay, now it's more them. I think, because I think the last album was like, I thought there was too much part Gojira-ish, but now it's just like, okay, that's Fit for an Autopsy. I love it. But yeah, mine will be a little band from Australia called No Gotula. The album is called Gore Vortex Ascension. Shout out to Jimbo from the VH Review crew. And it's because of him that I know this band. It's death metal. It's very like intense and brutal. Love it a lot. It's a little bit clean, like not clean vocals, but like clean in the production. But like the death metal is just like fucking intense. Love it a lot. Thank you, Jimbo, for that discovery. No Godula, Gore Vortex Ascension. That's the end of the shout out, folks.
Oh, and Phillipe, stand up and show off the shirt.
Oh yeah.
Show off all the merch.
There we
That's
are.
what we have.
That's the new
Thrash
Thrash
merch.
tee.
Hey,
Available
your
at.
logo, please.
There you go. www.thrash.ca.
I love the shirt. Is that a Riddick design?
No, that's not a Riddick design. It's a Toxic 6 art design, but he does take some inspiration, I think, from Riddick, and the piece turned out incredibly well.
Oh, yes. It looks fucking awesome. I was looking
So-
at that before we started.
So I think
All
it's
right.
the end, boys.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys so much for having us on the podcast, and hope to see you in Quebec sometime soon.
Yeah, when you come in Quebec, just hit me up. Quebec or Montreal, whatever. Just hit me up.
And you'll have to
Well,
come up from Boston because we're probably not going to Boston.
No, that's fine. It's my turn. It's my turn to go see Phil, so I'll stop and we'll watch a game together.
All right, sounds good.
I'll line it up. And I'll make sure that I don't go outside when they win, because I know I'll probably get my ass kicked or something. So.
Just gotta wear an overcoat. You gotta have the quick cover up.
Oh, you like a reversible?
Yeah.
Depending on how the game's going.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you all for listening. This has been another fucking great edition of Whispers from the Void. I'm Evan.
And I'm Phil. Thanks you for watching, and see you on the next
See ya.
episode. Cheers. Trash forever.